you step into your feminine energy, you naturally just become a magnet because you're reconnected to your power. You're operating from this pure energy, this energy of joy, of love, and we attract the energy that we're radiating out. Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing some habits and daily practices I do to reawaken that feminine energy within me. So most of my life I've lived in my masculine energy, and most of us who grow up in this society are living in our masculine energy because we're never taught about this feminine energy that lives inside all of us. We're only taught to live in that masculine energy, the energy of structure, of chasing, pursuing, hard work, living in the mind. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some daily practices and routines that I do to really help me step back into my feminine and lean more into that yin energy, that moon energy. Because in our lives, we need a balance of both of those energies. We need that hard work, we need that discipline, but we also need to learn how to connect back to ourselves, to slow down, to listen to our bodies. Because especially as women, we have this power within us. We have this ability to sense when something's wrong in our lives. Our body will literally tell us if we're with the wrong person, if we're at the wrong job. But most of us don't know how to listen to our bodies. We're so disconnected from that feminine power, from that intuition. So reawakening that feminine energy is going to help you step more into your power. It's going to help you be able to listen to your body, listen to what you need. It'll help you navigate what's right for you and what's not right for you. Not to mention, when you step into your feminine energy, you naturally just become a magnet because you're reconnected to your power. You're operating from this pure energy, this energy of joy, of love, and we attract the energy that we're radiating out. So practicing feminine energy embodiment does make you magnetic, but it's not the sole purpose of feminine energy. The sole purpose of your feminine embodiment journey should be to reawaken to that aspect of yourself that you've been suppressing. And by doing that, you just naturally are an attractor. Now let's get into the habits and practices that really help me reawaken my feminine energy. So the first practice that's really going to awaken that divine feminine energy is to have a really intentional morning routine. So the things that we do first thing in the morning are really going to set up our entire day. So when we wake up and we scroll on social media, we're in this energy of consuming. And embodying your feminine is all about creation. It's about going within. It's about connecting to your inner wisdom, connecting to the divine. So I really love my morning routine to reflect that. I love my morning routine to be a sacred time where I can go within, where I can call in some guidance, some clarity in my life. So I've created this space in my corner that's my sacred space. It's my spiritual altar. So in the mornings, I like to sit here and sometimes I'll do a tea ceremony. Sometimes I'll do a reading. Sometimes I will set my intentions for the day. If there's something that I'm trying to manifest, I'll visualize or I'll say my affirmations. This is really just a space that I go to nourish myself. So this has been a very powerful part of my journey. As somebody who used to have really bad habits in the morning of staying in bed too late and scrolling on my phone, this has been a really big part of opening back up to my creativity, to that divine feminine within, and helping me just live a more aligned life. So the second practice that's really going to help awaken that feminine energy is to connect with nature. Spend time in nature. Go to a river, go to the sea, go to the mountains. Or if you live in a city, go to the park and connect with the trees. Connect with the elements, the fire, the earth, the air. So nature can really teach us a lot about what it means to be in your feminine, because nature is inherently feminine. When you think of the water and how the water flows, feminine energy is like that as well. If you think of the trees and the flowers and how they bloom during some seasons, and in other seasons they go into this hibernation or they start to shed their leaves. Nature really teaches us a lot about what it means to live in your feminine energy. So I really love to honor nature, and I love to speak to nature. I love to talk to the trees, talk to the waters. I love to create little altars in nature and really just honor nature because she is the greatest teacher. She can teach you so much about feminine energy. So, the next practice to tap back into your feminine energy is to have some hobbies and start creating things. In our society, we are so accustomed to consuming. We are always consuming. We're always buying things, we're always consuming content, watching TV, buying online courses. And this keeps us always looking outside of ourselves, always needing something outside of ourselves to feel a certain way. But the feminine is all about creation. The feminine feels the most alive when she is creating something, when she is making something with her hands, when she's cooking a meal, sewing something to wear. When you think about women, we literally create life, we give birth. So, doing little things every day to just tap back into that creation energy is really going to awaken your feminine energy. So, the next practice to awaken that divine feminine energy is to start following the rhythms of nature. So, as women, we're deeply connected to nature. Even our monthly cycles resemble the cycles of nature. We have an inner spring, we have an inner winter. So, following the rhythms of nature can be on a rainy day, going inside, going within, using this time as a time to reflect. I used to hate rainy days, but now I absolutely love them because I find this as a reminder to go within, go into the shadows, and use it as an opportunity to reflect and to connect back to myself. So oftentimes I will take a bath, I'll go in the shower and reconnect to my pleasure, dance in the shower, or I will turn off all the lights and journal. I'll really romanticize this time. Or on a sunny day, I'll use this as an opportunity to really get outside and be more energetically open, make social plans, do things that are fun, really feed that creative, inspired energy and connect back to nature, go for a swim. Living by the rhythms of nature is a great way to just romanticize your life, working with the unique energies that each day brings. And that is it for today's video. There are really so many more that I could share with you today, but as one of my first videos, I wanted to keep this short. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss another video.